Part two, and hopefully this will be the end of it. I'll just pause it because I got my charger down here. Jars are ready. Lids, all that. The rings are over there. They've already sat in here boiling for probably 10 minutes, and I let that boil for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Lids are right in there. Rings are there. Meat, pork, chicken thigh. Yeah, I'm gonna pause this and bring you back once I get it into the jars. Okay, I knew I wouldn't get anywhere near all the jars filled, but I'd rather have more clean than needed, just in case they're needed. I did not, if I'd poured all of that into those, it would have been way too high up, so I just made the call to do that. This is the chicken here. These are the pork ribs here. Chicken thighs, pork ribs. Yeah, and I got way more than enough headspace in there. I mean, hold on a second. Where's that? Okay. I'm not going to put it on the inside because I don't want to get it to get it dirty. But these are the two that are most full, so there you go. I mean, yeah, that's even on the inside. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, more than enough clearance. For the all the way, more than enough clearance. I'll put that in there. Anyway, all right, I'll come back once I get all the lids on and all that good stuff. Get them in the bubbly. Okay, they're in the bath. Gonna put the lid on, and I'll bring you back once it comes time to put the weight on it. Thank you. Okay, it hasn't started its wiggle yet, but I'll bring you back when it does. That hasn't even popped up yet, but I did have a steady stream coming out, so I put the weight on. I think that's inside the jar, not the weight just yet. Anyway, I'll bring you back when it's dancing. Okay, I've got to say, for everybody out there that's ever done this before, you understand what you're waiting on when it comes to that. Oh, not quite yet, but it looks like it's starting to. Well, finally. That thing's been teasing me for the last probably 5-10 minutes. It'll do it a little bit and then stop. Do it a little bit and stop. I'm gonna, well, not quite yet, but I'm gonna pause this. But I'm gonna go here in a second. I'm gonna start the timer. Anyway, yeah. That's what you're looking for. If you've never done this before, you're looking for it to start doing that when you're canning. Now you have to start your timer once that goes. For those that have never done it, but again, those that have, you understand how long it takes to get that. Okay, and again, I mean, some of you have done this before, some of you haven't. As you see, this is slowing down on its dance. It's actually stopped dancing around, but your pressure button is still up. You hold out until that is down, and that no longer is moving. You can take it off, I believe, once that goes down. Do not quote me on this. Do whatever you do at your own risk. Anyway, I believe once that goes down, you can take that off. I usually let it sit for a little while anyway, just to let it kind of cool down just that much more. Anyway, I'll be back once it's ready. One more thing I did forget to mention earlier with your measuring tool / debubbler. It's really called the debubbler, at least that's what I know it to be called. But you want to push that down and get all your air bubbles out for those that haven't done this before. For those that have, you get it, you understand. For those that haven't, if you do not do that, you can run the risk of your jars blowing up inside of your canner, and you won't know it until all of this is done. And at that point, you're kind of mad because, you know, food wasted and all that. Anyway. All right, that's what you want to see. It's not dancing anymore. So you can take it off. Only take it out. I only take it off after that's down. Ouch. But yeah. So at this point, I can open it up. So give me 1 minute. That's not going to work. But I mean, I know you can see it there still boiling. Hold on a second. brighten that up a wee bit. Okay. Yeah, you can still see them all boiling. There goes one pop. Obviously, well, right now, everything's looking really low on the meat, lots of sauce, which, okay, I mean, if that's what I have to do, then that's what I had to do. I don't really mind. I do wish, because there's a lot of space left in every one of those, which that's kind of disappointing because that's a jar taken up with no space in it. But let's see, this one here and this one here are the pork, the country style pork ribs. And then this one, and that one are the chicken thighs. I will be getting those marked out. It's Privateer saying thank you. I appreciate your time. Y'all have a good evening.